Welcome to TelehealthFX Talk. If you Google online weight loss right now, you are going to get hit with hundreds of articles ranking the 10 best online semaglutide providers. And if you read through them, you're going to see the same massive brand names over and over again. But here is the secret about those lists. Most patients don't know how to actually evaluate the companies on them. They just look at the cheapest advertised price and click sign up. Today, we are giving you the 4-pillar test. This is the exact framework you need to use to evaluate any telehealth provider you find on the internet, so you don't get trapped in hidden fees or terrible clinical care. If you want a platform that was built to pass this test flawlessly, visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com.
Let's get right into the 4-pillar test. When you are looking at one of these top 10 lists, you need to score every single provider against these 4 criteria. Pillar number 1 is the pricing transparency test. You have to ask, is this an all-in price? Because a massive number of popular platforms fail this test immediately. They advertise a $145 monthly membership fee, and you assume that includes the medication. It doesn't. You pay the fee, they send the script to CVS, your insurance denies it, and you're stuck with a $1,000 pharmacy bill.
Exactly. Or they use dose-tiering bait-and-switches where they hook you at $149 for the first month and jack the price up to $400 the second you need a higher dose. A premium provider passes this test by offering flat-rate, all-inclusive pricing. The consultation, the 24-hour provider support, and the actual compounded medication should all be bundled into one transparent monthly rate. No surprises, no pharmacy bills.
Pillar number 2 is the clinical flexibility test. You need to look at their clinical protocols and see if they force you into step therapy. A lot of platforms, especially the ones that heavily advertise on social media, will force you to try generic, older oral medications first. They will try to put you on an antidepressant like bupropion or an anti-seizure medication like topiramate to suppress your appetite before they ever let you touch a GLP-1.
If you want a GLP-1 and your labs indicate you are a candidate for a GLP-1, you should get a GLP-1. A premium provider passes this test by offering direct access to semaglutide and tirzepatide without forcing you to fail on a generic pill cocktail first.
Pillar number 3 is the provider access test. This is the bottleneck test. When a telehealth company is backed by massive venture capital, they spend millions of dollars a week on advertising. They bring in thousands of patients a day, and their medical staff cannot keep up. We hear nightmare stories of patients experiencing severe nausea on a Saturday, sending a message in the app, and not hearing back from a doctor until Wednesday.
You are injecting a powerful metabolic hormone into your body. You need a co-pilot. A premium provider passes this test by guaranteeing 24-hour provider review. When you have a clinical question, you need a licensed clinician to answer it quickly, not a chatbot and not a generic auto-reply. And finally, pillar number 4, the pharmacy sourcing test. Where is the drug actually coming from? If a platform tells you to go buy research peptides online and mix the powder yourself with bacteriostatic water, run the other way. You are dealing with unregulated gray market chemicals with zero sterility testing. A premium provider passes this test by partnering exclusively with FDA-registered 503A compounding pharmacies. They require third-party sterility testing, and they ship the medication directly to your door in cold chain UPS packaging. If you apply this 4-pillar test to the biggest names in the telehealth industry, almost all of them fail at least one. They hide their fees, they force you into step therapy, they have terrible customer service, or their pharmacy sourcing is opaque. TelehealthFX was engineered by looking at the failures of the massive platforms and building a better solution for the patient. TelehealthFX offers all-inclusive flat-rate pricing. They do not force you into step therapy, they offer 24-hour provider review, and they partner strictly with FDA-registered compounding pharmacies. They don't just pass the 4-pillar test, they are the standard bearer for it. If you want to experience what a premium clinical platform actually looks like, visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com. Take the free qualification quiz and get started today. That's TelehealthFX.com. And as always, everything on TelehealthFX Talk is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Always consult a licensed healthcare provider before starting any prescription medication. Individual results vary. Demand better from your telehealth provider. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on TelehealthFX Talk.